Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today we're talking about one of the most ancient and armored mammals still walking the earth, a living tank covered head to tail in bony plates, with roots stretching back millions of years. Yes, today's topic is the armadillo. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Under the cover of night, a low, armored shape shuffles through the undergrowth, snout pressed close to the ground, digging with quiet determination. Its body is covered in hard, overlapping plates, almost like natural armor. This is the armadillo, one of the strangest and most ancient mammal lineages still alive today. Today, we uncover the real story behind this remarkable armored survivor. The name armadillo comes from Spanish, meaning little armored one, a fitting description for an animal defined by its unique protective shell. There are around 20 living species of armadillo, found primarily throughout Central and South America, with the nine-banded armadillo being the only species found across parts of the southern United States as well. Armadillo sizes vary dramatically between species. The pink fairy armadillo, the smallest species, measures just around 12 to 15 centimeters long, while the giant armadillo, the largest of the group, can weigh up to 30 kilograms or more. Their signature feature, a hard, bony shell called a carapace, is made up of overlapping plates covered in a tough, keratin layer, similar to the material found in human fingernails, providing protection against predators and rough terrain alike. Nearly every part of an armadillo's body is adapted for one primary purpose: digging. Powerful front claws, particularly long and curved in species like the giant armadillo, allow them to tear into hard soil, termite mounds, and ant nests with remarkable efficiency, some species capable of digging faster than a person with a shovel. Armadillos rely heavily on smell rather than eyesight to locate food, since their vision is generally quite poor. Their elongated snouts house a highly developed sense of smell, allowing them to detect insects buried well beneath the surface of the ground. Most armadillo species are nocturnal or crepuscular, becoming active during the cooler hours of dusk, night, and dawn, a behavior that helps them avoid both extreme daytime heat and many potential predators. Beyond digging for food, armadillos also dig extensive burrow systems for shelter, sometimes maintaining multiple burrows within a single home range, providing safe refuge from predators and harsh weather alike. Most armadillo species are primarily insectivores, feeding heavily on ants, termites, and other small invertebrates found in soil and leaf litter. Using their long, sticky tongues, somewhat similar to those of anteaters, armadillos can efficiently gather large numbers of insects with remarkable speed once a nest or mound has been uncovered. However, their diet isn't limited to insects alone. Depending on the species and availability, armadillos may also eat small vertebrates, eggs, fungi, and various plant materials, giving them a level of dietary flexibility that helps them adapt to different environments and seasonal food availability. This adaptable diet, combined with their digging abilities, allows armadillos to access food sources that many other animals simply cannot reach, reducing direct competition with other species sharing their habitat. While the bony shell provides significant protection, the specific defensive behavior of an armadillo actually varies quite a bit between species. The three-banded armadillo is the only species capable of rolling completely into a tight, enclosed ball, using its flexible, hinged armor plates to seal itself off almost entirely from predators, leaving virtually no exposed skin for an attacker to target. Other species, including the widespread nine-banded armadillo, cannot roll into a full ball due to differences in their shell structure. Instead, they rely primarily on speed, digging quickly into the ground, or fleeing into dense vegetation when threatened. Interestingly, when startled, some armadillo species have a tendency to jump straight up into the air, a defensive reflex that, while helpful against certain ground predators, unfortunately makes them particularly vulnerable to vehicle collisions on roads. Despite their armor, predators such as large cats, coyotes, and birds of prey do still successfully hunt armadillos, particularly younger or smaller individuals with less developed shells. Armadillo reproduction includes one particularly fascinating and unusual biological trait, especially notable in the nine-banded armadillo. Female nine-banded armadillos almost always give birth to identical quadruplets, for genetically identical offspring developing from a single fertilized egg, a reproductive strategy found in very few other mammal species. After a pregnancy that can be significantly delayed through a process called delayed implantation, allowing the mother to time birth more favorably with environmental conditions, young armadillos are born with soft, leathery skin that gradually hardens into a protective shell over the following weeks. Young armadillos grow quickly, becoming largely independent within just a few months. Though the specific timeline and litter size can vary between different armadillo species, armadillos face a range of modern challenges, though their situation varies considerably depending on the specific species involved. The nine-banded armadillo, remarkably adaptable and widespread, has actually expanded its range significantly over the past century, now found much further north into the United States than in previous historical records, likely aided by changing climate conditions and reduced predator populations in certain regions. However, other species face far more serious threats. The giant armadillo, for example, is currently classified as vulnerable, primarily due to habitat loss, hunting for bushmeat in parts of its range, and its naturally slow reproductive rate, producing typically just one offspring per pregnancy. Vehicle collisions remain a persistent danger across many armadillo species, particularly given their startle response of jumping when threatened, combined with expanding road networks cutting through their traditional habitat. Conservationists continue to monitor armadillo populations across South and Central America, with particular focus on protecting the more vulnerable, larger species whose slow reproduction makes population recovery especially difficult following any significant decline. The armadillo represents one of the most unusual evolutionary success stories in the mammal world, an ancient lineage that solved the challenge of predator defense with something no other mammal group ever developed quite the same way: true bony armor. From the tiny pink fairy armadillo to the powerful giant armadillo, this diverse family of animals continues to dig, forage, and thrive across the landscapes of the Americas, much as their ancestors have for millions of years. Armored, ancient, and endlessly unique, the armadillo remains one of nature's most remarkable living relics. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning about the armadillo as much as I enjoyed making this for you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who loves wildlife, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, which animal should we cover next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.